Paris day 2. I'm walking backwards because of the lighting. And we are going for brunch. I'm trying to convince Morgan to go there by walk because I couldn't go for a run this morning because I was up until 3:30 a.m. last night making videos for yesterday and the day before. We found a proper Parisian Starbucks that looks like a Parisian coffee shop. See? It has chairs and everything, like Parisian coffee shops do. I don't know what we're doing all day, but we already checked out of our hotel because we're staying at the airport hotel tonight, which is in the same terminal we're flying out of. The idea is that because Charles de Gaulle is terrible and our flight is at 10 a.m. tomorrow, we have to be there like 3 hours early, which is at 7 a.m. Last year we were there like 3 hours early.
Yep.
So we were there 3 hours early and we almost missed our flight. That's the Paris Opera. We went there once for a show that was in German with French subtitles. It was the longest 3 hours of my life. The downside of today's beautiful weather is that there are many trees having sex and my nose really is not liking it.
Oh, I have allergy pills in my bag.
I've never taken allergy pills before in my life. We've come to a brunch place that's empty, or almost empty at brunch time. It's never a good sign, is it?
Huh?
She's busy texting people, so she doesn't talk to me.
3 hours later.
I thought yesterday's brunch was long, but today it was like, what, 3 hours?
Yeah.
So it's 3:15 right now and we got to the restaurant at noon. Then we had to wait 30 minutes for Cindy to show up. But she's making up for it by giving us a ride to the museum right now. Right now the problem is that we can't find Cindy's car because she can't remember where she parked it. Wow, it goes 8 floors into the ground and on one of them there is Cindy's car. We just know it's a Citroen DS3. We've made it to the Louvre much faster than I did yesterday when I was running. But the line looks terrible. That whole thing around the pyramid, that is the line to get in. We have decided we're not waiting for the Louvre. We'll be back next year and we're gonna try to do it very early in the morning before all the crazy tourists come here.
Pigeon babies are one of the few bird species that fly straight out of the nest. They don't have a fledgling period.
Really?
Yeah. Unless you go in like the little streets. But on this side, that's where we were yesterday. On the other side of the Seine. Prochaine fois.
We were sitting at the peaceful fountain and now we're gonna go see the touristy fountain where all the people are. Then we're trying to find a nice coffee shop, Parisian style.
It's a cafe, not a coffee shop.
It's a Parisian cafe. So we're gonna have a Parisian cafe. Turns out I'm running out of battery. Obviously I didn't bring my extra battery with me. And I guess I didn't charge this one properly either. Here's the kind of thing you get super excited about in Paris. Tea is less than €5 here in this restaurant. Because usually, I don't understand the price of tea in this city. It's insane. We finished our overpriced tea and now we're going to find some duck at a restaurant that opens at 6 p.m. French people, it seems like they have a very specific idea of what dinner means, because all of the restaurants we could find for dinner for duck open at like 7 or 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, which is a little bit weird even for me, but okay. One thing I do love about France is the cafe culture. I guess that's generally in Europe. We have the culture of sitting down, having some tea or coffee, and just like talking to people, instead of always bringing your laptop and working like a maniac when you're at the coffee shop, which it's actually one of the things I miss the most about Europe when I'm in San Francisco. Is just like the culture of going for coffee with someone. It has a very specific meaning in Europe, which it does not in the US, I think.
Yeah, it does. I grab coffee with friends all the time.
Yeah, you grab coffee with friends all the time, and then you drink out of paper cups surrounded by people trying to be productive because they don't have an office.
That's a good point.
It seems Aston Martin has produced an abomination. This thing is an Aston Martin. It is like that thing is only as big as a smart car, but it's an Aston Martin. What the f? On our way to the Ducks, we found Morgan's favorite chocolate house? Chocolaterie. We've made it to the duck restaurant, but it's still closed. We're like 15 minutes early, and we have no idea what to do with ourselves now.
There's Jardin du Luxembourg, but it's raining.
Yeah, there's like Luxembourg Gardens nearby, but it's starting to rain more and more. What else can we do?
Aimlessly wander.
What's that thing down there? We can go aimlessly wander down there.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like there's any movement in there or really anything much happening. Looks like a really nice place based on the menu, but that doesn't help us if we cannot get in and get some foods.
Try the door again.
Oh. Looks like it's open now. So it looks like we're the only people in this restaurant, which is kind of a unique experience. I've never been the only person in a restaurant before. Morgan is busy looking at Yelp to figure out what she wants.
I'm shaking.
They have this sort of stuff. Got into our room at the airport, and actually this is a really nice hotel. I wonder how much we're paying for this. And I think we just found out what sort of hotel this is, because there are condoms in the minibar. That makes me wonder what kind of stuff this hotel is meant for. What kind of people stay at a hotel in an airport terminal?